This is going to be a tour of my 5-drawer U.S. General tool cart. I kind of finally got it set up the way I want it. This cart is packed out. Probably going to need to upgrade soon. And I'll do a tour on that when it's not a mess. So, now we'll just get started. Craftsman creeper on the side there. We got fluids down here. Down this side, a couple extensions. I think that these two are both from Pittsburgh. There's a wire brush down there. There's a couple of longer cobalt screwdrivers. Craftsman gasket scraper. Some more longer extensions. Little grabby tool. Over here, just a Milton tire inflator. There's a little blowgun that I bought from Harbor Freight. Battery terminal cleaning tool. Ratcheting screwdriver, Husky. Snap-on straight pry bar. Really handy pry bar to have. Set of Craftsman striking pry bars. These are pretty good quality pry bars, and these ones are made in USA. Over here we have an older style 84 tooth 1/2 inch gear wrench ratchet. Use it pretty often. And then this one is a bit longer. I think this is a 17 inch handle. Gear wrench 120 XP 1/2 inch flex head. Use that too. Back here, just some safety goggles, a couple flashlights. This is the Harbor Freight one. This is really bright. It's rechargeable and magnetic. Get that off. Magnetic. It's bright. Has a couple settings. And there's a couple Coast flashlights down back there. I guess we can go to my sockets. We got 1/2 inch impact sockets. The deeps are cobalt, and the shallows are gear wrench. Then my 1/2 inch chrome sockets are Icon. These are all metric sockets in here, by the way. I don't do a lot of standard stuff. But yeah, these are all Icon sockets. I just picked these up, and I can't tell you how good they are because, I haven't used them a whole lot yet, but they seem like pretty good quality. I wouldn't go as far to say that they're Snap-on quality, but, for the, starting technician or, even the do-it-yourself guy, I would say these would, be really good sockets for those people, and they might be good for an everyday technician too, but that remains to be seen. 3/8 impact. The deeps are gear wrench, and the shallows are cobalt. And then my 1/4 inch impacts are all gear wrench. Over here we have gear wrench mid lengths and 1/4 inch and 3/8. Some hex and torque sockets. I think those are Craftsman's. Just a few random extensions and a 10mm socket back there. My ratchets. This is the Matco 88 tooth. It's a long handle ratchet. Gear wrench. It's kind of like a backup ratchet because this one is actually starting to break. It gets a little hard to, well, it did it okay there and there. Well, I don't know what's going on, but sometimes the selector switch gets stuck. Yeah, see, it got stuck already. Well, there it goes. Anyway, I bought this as a backup. It was cheap enough. It's a bit longer. This is my go-to ratchet. It's a Gear Wrench 120 XP 3/8 flex head. Love that ratchet. If you notice, I don't have any comfort grip except for one ratchet because a lot of the work that I do is really greasy work. I own a diesel pickup truck myself, so I find that these comfort grip handles, this ratchet I haven't used a whole lot. Icon, standard length flex head. 1/2-inch ratchet, and you can see I haven't used it only but a handful of times, and it's already pretty dirty. So this is a good ratchet though. I like it. Little gear wrench, 1/4-inch, 120 XP flex head, and then a Snap-on long 3/8 flex head. This is my Snap-on 1/4-inch electric ratchet. I love this thing. This ratchet is a beast. And then over here is my gear wrench serpentine belt tool. This is the ratcheting flex head tool. Great to have, especially for a starting any technician really. But when you're a starting technician, you definitely want to have one of these. So you're going to be doing dry belts a lot. What else did I miss? IPR socket for 6-liter Power Stroke. ICP sensor socket for 6-liter Power Stroke. This is actually a Williams socket. I don't remember what size. 1/1/16. And this one was from Lyle. Then there's an oil change cup for Toyotas. Sonex 12 millimeter driveline socket with the swivel for 4 driveline sockets. This set right here, Sonex bit driver. This is a really nice set. I actually just picked this up. Really good for doing work around the house, hard to reach places. Like that a lot. And then this set, this is another thing that especially a starting technician is going to want day one. You're going to be taking off a lot of wheels. Lug nut sockets. You can put these on an impact, and it's got plastic coating, so you don't damage customers' wheels. 17 millimeter, 19, and 21. I think that's it for the top here. We'll open up this drawer. We got gear wrench picks, a Lyle panel clip tool. These are handy. Another tool that you're going to want as a starting tech. Icon 3/8 breaker bar. Just a regular ball peen hammer. You do not need to go expensive on these. They're just hammers. I know everyone raves about the Snap-on hammers. To me, they're overrated. I've owned a couple myself, and they're really not there's nothing special about them, in my opinion. Lyle tap sockets, just a box cutter, an extra gear wrench hose pick, mirror on a stick, and then just a cheap interior panel tool from Harbor Freight. These actually kind of suck. I broke the rest of them. It's like a set of 5, and this is the only one I have left. Got the mountain wrenches here from 8 to 19. These are great. These are great. I think every technician should own a set of these, whether it be SAE or metric. They're flex head. They got the offset on one side, and they are reversible. Awesome tools to have. And then over here is just, a box of extensions, adapters, stuff like that. This drawer here is the power tool drawer. Little Milwaukee impact driver. I've had this for a few years now. This is the non-fuel one. It does what I need it to do. It's been a great little impact. I've dropped this from pretty high up, and it's still kicking, so can't really complain about it. Just gonna get that out of the way. Milwaukee 1/2-inch mid torque. Milwaukee 3/8 impact. Those are both fuel, and then I have the Milwaukee Fuel 3/8. I am actually not a fan of this ratchet. I mean, it is handy, but I think the Snap-on ones, if you're going to spend money on an electric ratchet, go with the Snap-on one. It's just got more power. Don't get me wrong. it's not that I'm not a fan of it. It's just, yeah, it's kind of slow, but I don't know. It still does what I need it to do. I'm not really trying to hate on it. The rest of the Milwaukee's tools, I think, in my opinion, are really good. And then this is probably one of my favorite tools. This is this little Snap-on 3/8. Very torquey. Great for underhood work. It's beat up, but it still keeps kicking. Like that a lot. Milwaukee drill bits that I can put in my impact driver. Crappy set of extractors. More drill bits from DeWalt. Yeah, you can see this box is packed, man. Very packed. I can't even close this drawer. Now I'll worry about it later. Let's move on. This drawer here. We'll start over here. These are gear wrench, long box end wrenches with the ratcheting end on one end, and it's got an offset on the other. These are handy too, especially want to put a lot of torque on them. This set goes from, I believe, 8 to 19, and I just purchased the 21 separately. Just a couple of random common sizes, a couple lengths of 10 millimeter right here. I think these are just cheap Husky ones. Yeah, and then like a cheap Husky 7 millimeter. Icon stubby ratcheting wrenches. Those have gotten me out of a jam more than once. So thumbs up on that. Just a standard, just a regular set of gear wrench, regular wrenches. They call it a long pattern. I feel like they could be a little bit longer, but they are a high quality set of wrenches. Not as good as Snap-on flank drive, but definitely good. They're good enough for what you're going to be doing. This set goes from 8 all the way to 22, and then I bought this 23 millimeter from Craftsman because I needed it one day. Sunex line wrench crow's feet, or flare nut crow feet, from 10 to 19. And then over here we just got pliers, Sunex lawn pliers. These are cheap. I think they're K-Tool brand, something I've never heard of, but they're all right. Doyle front pliers from Harbor Freight. I'm really surprised about these. They feel really nice, and I've heard that they're just about the same as Mac Tools pliers from like 10 years ago. Not sure how true that is, but I wouldn't really find that hard to believe. I mean, they're pretty high quality stuff. 2 pairs of Nick Beck's Cobras, Mac Tools oil filter pliers, Mac Tools hose pliers, 2 different sizes, tongue and groove pliers from Mac, tongue and groove pliers from Blue Point that are a pair from Channel Lock. And then over here is just a gear wrench set of hose clamp pliers, handy tool to have. Vice grips, Channel Lock, snap ring pliers. I want to get a full set of these. I mean, these do what I need them to do for now, but I know these tips are going to break. So, we'll open up this set here. It's one of my favorite sets. Great buy, especially if you're doing work on diesels. This is a gear wrench, Torx and hex set. I mean, this has got basically most of the sizes you're gonna need. This was like $100 off Amazon. Great buy. I'm really happy I bought that. And then finishing up, we got the long 24-inch 84 tooth locking flex head. 84 tooth 1/2 inch locking flex head. You almost don't need a breaker bar with this thing. I mean, I put this ratchet through hell and it keeps asking for more. And then just a straight head 3/8 long 120 XP. Nice fine tooth count on it. I'm a gear wrench fan, guys. No doubt about it. I sold off most of my tool truck stuff. I kept some of it, but I sold off most of it because I'm not doing it. I'm not turning wrenches full time anymore. So, anyway, if you like the tour, leave a comment and like the video. Thanks.